Alrighty guys, Sunshwater here. It is stream day once again, and we are jumping back into the Heroes of the Kestel Lancers run that we're doing here. Last we left off, we captured the mech facility and did the mission right after that, which was some sort of ambush through the bog jungle area. And now we get to see what's next. And depending on how long we go, we might also do some RimWorld later because I got the Royalty DLC. Because I accidentally overridden my first taken save with the other save that I was doing on my own. And yeah. Yeah, I kind of screwed up there. But we are going to continue on, as always. We have the AC-20, Victor, the Grasshopper, Hunchback, and Quick Draw. Let's just jump right back into it. Right back into the suicide mission, as my chat was calling it last time. We barely even spawned in!
Lao forces are making their move. You're clear to make your play.
Roger, Marshal Pedroza.
Okay, oh God.
Commander. Our brothers in the 3rd Crucis are now defending a Liao counteroffensive. While they hold Confederation forces at bay, we're clear to make our play against the 4 cities. The region is dependent on a number of large fusion generators that power the entirety of the grid from a centralized power plant. In order to minimize civilian casualties, we want your lance to move quickly and neutralize these generators. Make your way to the marked nav point and destroy all the marked generators. My forces will move to blockade the city and draw out existing defenders. Good luck, Commander.
Right back into the action here with this busy situation right now. Lots of schmenemies and all that. Punch. Oh shit, we have a time limit. That ain't good.
There's the power plants, Commander. Let's get to work. If you find the acquisition, just walk up to it in order to pick it up.
New target trebuchet. Incoming missile.
Probably shouldn't be blocking with my AC-20 arm, huh?
Heat critical.
That's close enough. Ready to start pickup operation.
Nice one, boss. It's starting to glow.
Once you've found the targeted asset, move up to it.
Oh, say
We'll
what?
begin the recovery procedure.
Yeah, nice gate, dumbass. That's probably going to damage my mech if I stomp on that.
That's one down. Now on to the next.
Add 1 to my score.
Yeah, I don't think that was one of them.
Something don't sit right with me. Won't taking out the fusion generators just lead to more suffering for these people? We consider this our most humane option. Our hope is to avoid the potential bloodshed of 2 whole mech regiments descending into the city to defend it. By having a single lance take out the generators, we're hopeful that Mandrissa Laurel will surrender her world to prevent more bloodshed.
Marshal Davian, this is 3rd Crucis Command. Infantry from House Haritsu have broken into the rear line and are attacking our command centers. We're putting up resistance, but we can't do it alone. Requesting 2nd Lancers unit to reinforce.
Jesse, our forces are already committed to our assault on the 4 cities. Deviating from the mission plan could throw the entire attack into disarray. Request denied.
Jackson, House Aritsu and Legion mech forces have broken through our lines. We need help immediately.
Damn it! Jesse, I'm rerouting our heavy battalion to assist. They should be at your location in 15 minutes. Try to hold out till then. Commander, I need to break our blockade to help the 3rd, so be advised. Enemy reinforcements may break through.
Leave it to Davian dogs to threaten innocent people's livelihood in order to take what isn't theirs. We'll make you regret attacking our home planet.
Uh-oh.
My command center. It's been hit by heavy autocannon fire. Heavy infantry raided our headquarters shortly afterwards. They got our MIIO code books.
No! God damn it all! If the Maskirovka decrypt those code books, it could completely compromise Operation Rat.
Second, Galax armor. Tied down. Marshal Davian. Jackson! I'm sorry.
Marshal Petroza! Jesse! Shit, we've lost comms. Commander, I'm rerouting to support the 3rd. Rihanna, I'm appointing you operational commander of this mission. Finish this, then fall back to our position.
Understood, Marshal. Good hunting. Additional forces are being deployed near you. All targets destroyed. Crucis Lancers, fall back to your designated exfil sites and prepare to regroup at Marshal Davion's position.
I'm going as fast as this Victor can, man. Hindsight, I probably could have switched the Hunchback. It's probably a little bit faster than this thing, but I'm already out of there. Hitting this bitch like a Beyblade and I'm letting her rip.
Load up, and then let's get to Marshal Davion's position.
New target assessed.
At least the Grasshopper didn't lose anything in the arms because there's nothing in there. It's basically just fists, which are automatically replenished, so... Whew. Okay. Also, I turned on smooth frame rate in the options because apparently that wasn't on in the last stream, so hopefully things look a little bit better now. K9 Urban Mech. I'll take that to sell, and some lasers, and ooh, double heat sinks. Screw that, I'm taking these doubles. Hang on. Let me at least set what I got to repair. Oh, the Battlemaster isn't ready yet. Dang. Alright. Launchers, I won't mince words, we're in a nightmare scenario. Oh, that's fun. House Harusu's elite commandos were able to raid Marshal Mendoza's command center and get away with her battalion's encrypted Ministry of Information, Intelligence, and Operation Codebooks. If decrypted, House Lab will be able to decode the Davion wideband comm chatter and any transmissions at any Comstar facility, occupied planetary networks. The entire security of Operation Rat could be in jeopardy. Alazion believes that the encrypted codebook data packets are now in the hands of whatever the Capellan State Intelligence Service or spies have reported that since the start of the war, they have been struggling to keep up and verify the flood of reports coming in, pouring into Stan every day. Head of the crisis team, Justin is said to have investigated rules requiring logical and regional verification of any new intelligence data before going forward to ensure verified Citadel critical intel and capital isn't buried by a mountain of minor unverified reports. Because of this, Alazion believes the codebooks will stay on Tigris until they are decoded or verified by some other means, which means there's still hope that we can still intercept the third series circus stolen codebooks before they are allowed to transmit. And we can't allow those codebooks to get off world once we identify the location of the place. We need to actively eliminate any data relay satellites that can transmit the codebook data packs to a jump ship or comstar. I'll need your unit to be ready at a moment's notice. The second we identify where they are holding the codebooks, prepare your launch for rapid deployment. The moment we can verify the facility is housing the codebooks. Unfortunately, I will not be able to command additional forces to reinforce you for this mission. The Kestrel Lancer's primary objective to bring in the system into the fold has not changed, and for now, the enemy and the Laurel's Legion of the main still maintain control of Tigris. I'm trusting you and Rihanna are the only ones capable of getting this done without much support from the rest of the second surrogates. Don't let us down. In conclusion, fuck you. Is essentially what's up. Your day of Operation Rat is in jeopardy. We can't give them time to get those code books off planet. Commander, we've identified the spies agency, local infrastructure, and have marked a number of satellite relays that could use to broadcast the thing. Sure, they're marked away quickly before they can decrypt our code books. So you're telling me this is a raid contract? So you're telling me this is a raid contract? This is a raid contract. Part of me just wants to send in the Raven and try this solo because, yeah. Let's just fucking go in solo with the Raven and hopefully we can just run the stuff down and leave. Probably anything nasty happens. I'm gonna blitz this motherfucker. This thing doesn't run very fast though.
Commander, it's of the utmost importance that you stop the Maskirovka from decrypting those codebooks. With them, they can decrypt our reports and significantly stifle Operation Rat security, putting not just our lives, but all Federated Suns forces at risk. Our MEO liaison has relayed the locations of known Maskirovka relay stations in the system's capital of Jianfeng. We need them destroyed ASAP before they decode and transmit the data to Comstar. They'll know what we're up to the second we start taking down their relay stations. So timing is of the utmost importance in this mission, Commander. Good luck.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Destroyed one of our relay stations. They must be after their code books. We need to complete the decryption process and get this out to Comstar. Set up an active line to present our war. Once the decryption is complete, send the package out to Comstar immediately.
Looks like the Liao forces know what you're up to. It's now even more critical to carry out this operation quickly.
Georgia, we are under assault from Federated forces. They are attempting to hold our transmissions of vital intelligence for the Chancellor. I need whatever House-Hiritsu forces you can spare to store these bedrooms as long as possible.
Shit.
Target destroyed.
I'm screwed.
They're calling in the cavalry, Commander. Let's hurry it up here.
I have somebody right on my ass. This thing isn't fast enough.
Target destroyed.
How are we doing on that decryption? Demi presenter voice standing by and waiting on our delivery. We are running out of time.
Target acquired.
Commander, come in.
Damn. Alright. That isn't fast enough. Looks like I do need to bring a full lance so they can hold off the enemies. Yeah, this if I had something faster than that Raven, I probably would have been able to do it, but no. That's a shame. I guess we're going in with a proper lance. At least no timer starts. I was half expecting a timer to start.
Commander, it's of the utmost importance that you stop the Maskirovka from decrypting those codebooks. With them, they can decrypt our reports and significantly stifle Operation Rat security, putting not just our lives, but all Federated Suns forces at risk. Our MEO liaison has relayed the locations of known Maskirovka relay stations in the system's capital of Jianfeng. We need them destroyed ASAP before they decode and transmit the data to Comstar. They'll know what we're up to the second we start taking down their relay stations. So timing is of the utmost importance in this mission, Commander. Good luck.
Oh, that was a wasted AC shot.
That target is ours.
Unit squad taking heavy damage.
Please tell me I can take that down in one shot. Damn it.
New target Blackjack.
Federated Suns
Target
Atomics just
destroyed.
destroyed one of our relay stations. They must be after their code books. We need to complete the decryption process and get this out to Comstar. Set up an active line to represent the war. Once the decryption is complete, send the package out to
Target
Comstar
acquired.
immediately.
Looks like the Liao forces know what you're up to. It's now even more critical to carry out this operation quickly. Enemy mech eliminated.
That's my AC arm down already.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Georgia, we are under assault from Federated forces. They are attempting to hold our transmissions of vital intelligence for the Chancellor. I need whatever house Hiritsu forces you can spare to store these bed rats as long as possible.
Sounds like they're calling in the cavalry, Commander. Let's hurry it up here.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
got clipped by the building. At least those ones are pretty easy to take out.
Target acquired.
Kill confirmed.
Target
No
destroyed.
time left. Begin forwarding the entire encrypted package to Comstar now. We cannot risk the codes returning to Federate hands.
Damn it! It's now or never, Commander. We need to stop those transmissions before they complete their handoff. Get this job done now.
Ah, keeps getting eaten by trees. It's an AC-20. Come on.
Jump jet fuel low.
You Federates are too
Target
late.
destroyed.
Package is in the hands of Comstar. Your illegal annexation of Capellan territory ends now.
All right, Commander. Fall back. The Lancers will soon be able to spare a mech company to deal with this rabble later. Return to base, and we'll plan our next moves.
Was this seriously just all for nothing?
Target is done.
Jump jet fuel low. Jump jet fuel empty.
Prepping for extraction now, Commander. We'll see what Marshal Davion has planned for us once we relink with the rest of the Lancers.
Target acquired.
No, man. Oh shit, we get a Zeus. Commander, thanks again for this debriefing with me in private. After your extraction, our support infantry moved to capture all facilities. Our liaison has reviewed the intel collected, and we've determined that the people were ordered to verify the prize before they could be allowed to forward the data back. Thanks for your intervention. They will be unable to do so. In their panic, the only thing they did was send off the message off-world, transmitting fully encrypted data packets for Comstar under the mandate. They couldn't forward the package directly. They needed to forward their reports to the community's capital and processing verification. Normally, this would have been taken off had we not already conquered it, so they were forced to transmit the packages to their capital near their neighboring commonality. And transfer the report of the book codes to Cerna. Little do they know that Cerna is already marked target for the 5th wave of Operation Rat. As Davion's COC has just decided that the 5th Cyrus Fusel and a pair of mercenary battalions will be the units to take it. And they're already looking for some payback after allowing Mr. to the new Cyrus kidnapped Duke Marshal Hezek Davion the 15 days ago, when the CID attempted to arrest the ambassador for espionage. Commander, invoking your position with the Kestel Lancers as a Special Operations Battle Company and ordering you to assemble your troops to prepare to depart for Sarah on your own. With Marshal Pedoza injured, she has been recalled to New Avion to report to the Director, Quintus Allard, and to alert him of our situation personally. In her absence, I'm needed here to secure Tigris with the rest of the 2nd and 3rd Cyrus. Unfortunately, the only support I can give at the moment is a freshly prepared Zeus, whose pilot was KIA during the Kur's intruders' ambush. While I'm still attempting to charter a jump route for this task, it'll be ready to depart from Tigris in no more than 7 days. More information prior to your departure. Until you meet up with the 5th, you'll be on your own, so prepare your forces for anything and everything. Be sure to stock up on provisions from the market and begin all refits and repairs prior to leaving. We'll discuss further details later, I guess. Oh? Cancel of that. The cataphract. I guess we swap out the Shadowhawk for the Zeus for now. Damn. Medium ballistic slot. EC5. SRM6. Medium lasers. Alright, we have a Zeus. Zeus! There's another... Oh wait, no, this is selling. This is selling. Calm down, Jet. Hold your horses, man. Anything equipment-wise we can get? AC-20 burst fire. Sure, I'll grab that AC-20 burst fire. Anything here we want to get? Another decent large laser, a few okay medium lasers. Anything here? Commander, I've tried contacting both the COC and the Foozers to alert them of our plight, but since their impending invasion of Sterna is considered top secret, their entire unit operating under communications blackout until they secure Sterna, but by that time it could be too late for us. We'll need to dispatch you to Sterna on your own. Your mission will be to link up with the 5th Cyrus Foozers Combat Commander General Gordon Hartstone, or the Battle Make Regiment Commander Colonel Anthony Harkins, to deliver this Reographed message from myself explaining our situation. Once you make contact with him, your objective on CERN is to find the location of CERN's Mastoka Nala blah 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 headquarters and demolish it before they can decrypt the third Sirius codebooks. See if General Hartson or Colonel Harkins can spare some forces to support you once you've made contact. Unfortunately, due to CERN's distance, for hostile space with jump ship availability being in short supply, best we can muster you is our route that will take over 3 months before you land at CERN and another 16 days traveling from the jump point to the planet itself by the time you touch down, and maybe almost a month after the fusers have initiated their invasion of the planet. If everything goes well, by the time you reach CERN, they should have a strong foothold already established in the system. Why do I feel like that's foreshadowing into the exact opposite of what the fuck he's saying? And until you make contact with the fusers, you'll be on your own with no support. I need to ask, are you absolutely sure you have all your mechs and equipment complete for refits during your journey? Still have no idea what the situation in Suriname will look like by the time you arrive. Be extra sure you have collected all the provisions prior to departing. Godspeed, Commander. Contact me immediately once your objective is complete. Oh boy. Oh, cutscene.
Soina, capital system of the Soina Commonality, and one of the jewels of the Capellan Confederation. For centuries, Soina had been a beacon of industry and technological sophistication, once housing large populous cities across all of its continents, feeding a healthy commercial manufacturing industry.
Is this Rihanna?
But, like the rest of the Innisphere, the succession wars brought death and destruction to Soina. Today, although it's only a shadow of its former self, it remains an important world. Its aerospace and dropship manufacturing centers, combined with its centralized location in Capellan space, have made it a prime target for the Federated Sun's ongoing invasion of the Confederation. House Davion has charged the elite 5th Certis Fusiliers with taking Soina. In order to complete our mission, we will first need to make contact with their commanding officers, General Gordon Hartstone and Colonel Anthony Harkness. But something seems to be wrong.
Of course.
Although we jumped into the system 7 days ago, I have not yet been able to hail anyone on the wideband Federated Sun's command channel. I'm getting nothing but silence every time I try. Even more disturbing, the local news is reporting that the Fusiliers have attacked and destroyed Soina's HPG relay station, which has cut the system out of contact with the rest of the Innisphere, spreading panic among Soina's populace. Our mission to recover the stolen Mio codebooks is far too important for us to abandon. Whatever the odds, we must make contact with the 5th Certis Fusiliers and request their assistance in finding and destroying the stolen codebooks. Otherwise, the entire security of Operation Rat could be compromised. Let's just hope we're not too late.
God, these cutscenes do look pretty good, though, not gonna lie. Hopefully it looks okay on stream. I didn't mean to bring that up. The skip video button. We're on final approach to Sarna. I'm getting nothing on the Davian command channel. I'm also picking up a large amount of space debris in shallow orbit right outside Sarna's atmosphere. It looks like the debris of a number of destroyed dropships or satellites, but they're too small to make out any discernible origin. Wait a minute, Commander, I'm beginning to get a read on the 5th Fusilier's encoded channel. It's incredibly faint. They appear to be sending an SOS. The message is only a single set of coordinates accompanied by a single repeating text transmission. Mayday, mayday, mayday. This is the 5th Sirius Fusiliers calling for assistance from any forces loyal to the Federated Suns who are in need of assistance at the following coordinates. No holobid, no audio, no declaration of any kind of identification, and the signal on this is so faint that I can't even get a read on anything beyond the text transmission and the coordinates. I don't like this, Commander. Don't like this one bit. Fortunately, these coordinates are the only lead we have to finding the Fusiliers, and if we need those code books and their help, or everything will be lost. If this signal is legitimate, we'll need to assist the Fusiliers and make contact with General Hartstone and Colonel Harkness if we are going to have any hope of completing our mission. Be extremely cautious, Commander. This has all the markings of a trap to lure Davion loyalists into an ambush. I would not risk our most effective mechs until we have a better idea on what's going on. If it's as bad as it looks, we are going to need to prepare for the long haul. If we shouldn't do our best mechs right now, then probably gonna go mostly mediums, and I guess a couple heavies. I'm going to take that, and you take that.
Attention. Prepare for battle mech departure. Warning. Hangar door.
Investigate the SOS signal.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Commander, the communications disarray caused by the Comstar HPG relay station
Oh, hello there.
has allowed us to land on Sarna undetected. But I'm still not getting any responses on the Federated Sun's wideband. The only thing we're detecting is a faint SOS signal from the 5th Certis Fusilier. I've marked its approximate location on your HUD. If there are any Federation forces out there, we need to make contact with them ASAP if we are to have any hope of surviving this deep into Kaplan territory. But be on your guard, Commander. This SOS signal could be a trap. They appear to be members of the Fusiliers, transmitting IFF frequencies to them now. Let's go up and introduce ourselves.
Trying to get a read on that assault mech. It's a Victor. Too bad they're all yellow, though. That's a bit lame. Almost there. And well, they seem to be living on a prayer. What how damaged their mechs are. Do any of them have any armor left?
Incoming mechs, stay where you are. Your IFF says you're with the 2nd Cruises Lancers. Why are the Lancers here on Sarna?
The Lancers aren't here in force, it's only us. We're here on special assignment from Marshal Jackson Davion. We have an urgent matter to discuss with General Hearthstone.
He's gone. We believe he's been KIA.
What about Colonel Harkness?
Definitely KIA. His Marauder was bombarded by Inferno missiles. When he tried to punch out, Inferno gel poured into his cockpit and burned him alive.
Ugh.
Who's in charge here then?
You're looking at her. Captain Alana Damu, 5th Certis Fusiliers, 1st Battalion. And as much as I would love to know why you're here, that is going to have to wait. We've got bigger problems at the moment. We're waiting on our salvage teams to strip this Gazelle for any surviving provisions. We're not going to make it much longer if we can't salvage as much of its supplies as we can.
Hang on, I got these few boxes covered.
Move up to it, and we'll begin the recovery procedure.
Let's go grab these boxes while I can.
We're detecting Liao forces converging on our position. They must have tracked your approach here. Lancers, my men are exhausted and stretched to the brink. I cannot afford to lose any more of them. Help us fight through this with minimal losses, and I'll see what I can do about helping you with your special assignment.
We're on it, Captain.
Survive the onslaught and kill all enemy units. And protect the crash 5th Cirrus Fusiliers. Okay, well, this time around I can accept the fact that they're a little bit damaged given the circumstances. Given the circumstances of the crash ship and, you know, all the fucking command people being KIA and all that stuff, yeah, it's probably safe to assume that that they'd be a little bit damaged and on the brink here, given the circumstances. But in other Warzone missions, it's like, what the fuck, man?
Heat critical.
Riding this heat threshold like a boss.
Heat critical.
Whack. Give you a go to whack
New target.
to make sure. Not what I meant to press.
System offline. Target acquired. Heat critical. Target destroyed. Target acquired. Heat critical. System offline.
Oh, please don't be going crit. Please don't be going crit. No, you piece of shit! Okay, at least I was able to get away.
Additional hostiles have been dispatched. They're heading your way.
Oh shit.
New target catapult.
Here.
Copy. We're
You
on
guys
it,
go after the catapult. I'll stay here and help these guys deal with this lance that just dropped.
New target Jaegerman.
Yeah, especially since there's a fucking Jaeger just chilling here. Execute that guy before he can do anything. What are you? You're a Warhammer. One thing I've learned about Jaeger mechs and riflemen is that they're paper freaking thin.
Heat critical. Target
Right, he's
destroyed.
gone.
Target acquired. Heat critical. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
I'm reading more Liao forces on approach. Captain Damu, do you have dropship support to extract your unit?
No. Our dropship support was destroyed in low orbit shortly after we made planetfall. We've been tracking down and salvaging whatever supplies we can from as many of the downed support dropships we could find. I'll be straight with you. After a solid month of dodging hostile forces, we're on our last legs.
What happened here?
Sarna was a trap. Our MEO intelligence was completely inaccurate. They said that the system was only defended by a few regiments of militia with possible light mech reserve support. What we ended up getting was all 4 regiments of McCarran's armored cavalry. They waited for us to make planetfall before attacking our dropships as they tried to return to a low orbit, trapping all of us on this rock. Then, their mech and vehicle forces pinned us against the Grey River and slaughtered everyone. Only a handful of us were able to make it out. If we don't secure these supplies, we won't last much longer. What you see here is pretty much all that's left of the 5th Certus Fusiliers.
My scope is lighting up with more targets converging on your position, Commander. Stay frosty.
Target victim.
Oh
Your
god.
assistance is pulling in more hostiles from the surrounding area.
Just a fresh Victor here, don't mind him.
Target acquired.
Engaging Commander's target.
Protégé.
Kinda wanna knock off that AC-20 of yours. Ouch!
Incoming missile.
Okay, that's his AC-20 gone.
Nice kill, Commander. That mech went crit, too.
Target destroyed. Heat critical. Incoming missile.
Another mech kill for me.
Target acquired.
Commander's target! Now!
Lancers, every mech we lose is irreplaceable to us. Keep us protected or we won't have the manpower to help you with your special assignment.
Have you attempted to contact any jump ships at the Signer jump point?
Destroyed.
We've tried multiple times, but the Confederation have seemed to blanket the entire system in some sort of thick electromagnetic field that's completely scrambling anything that isn't short-range communications on planet.
That would explain why we weren't reading anything on the wideband on our burn into the system.
On our burn towards the system, we caught the news saying that you blokes took out the local HPG station.
Target.
I don't believe that for a second, no matter what the Confederation's state-run news says. The HPG was our only hope of contacting anyone off-world about our dire situation here. It makes no sense that we would destroy the only means of saving ourselves. With Liao shooting down our dropships and the HPG destroyed, we have no way of contacting anyone off-planet. Whoever destroyed the HPG most likely condemned us all to death.
Yeah, something seemed fishy about that. You have to be absolutely mental to even think about crossing Comstar and their HPG stations. Last time someone tried, the entire Free Worlds League found themselves without interstellar communications for almost a year. And they only got it back because their Captain General capitulated to Comstar's every demand.
Captain Damu, I'm showing no further enemies on scope. It looks like we are in the clear.
Your Lancers really pulled through for us. Thank you. Stick around till we're done here, then follow us. We'll talk about Marshal Davian's special assignment for you once we reach our encampment. Word of advice, though, lose the dropship. Keep it suborbital if you need to relocate. The Big Mac will shoot you out of the sky if they think you're assisting us. Whether you like it or not, you're stuck in the trenches with us till this is all over.
Or ain't. Lucky us. Speaking of Comstar and the stations, I read a lot about on the Discord and stuff, the MechWarrior 5 Discord, that people were talking about, like, Comstar MechWarriors being, like, outfitted to the brim with electronic assistance stuff, and, like, being, like, super OP and stuff, and it's like, you know, screw the repercussions of attacking Comstar. Who the hell would want to fight Comstar pilots if all that tech they have is true? You know? Oh, hello. Thanks for watching our Backside their Commander. Ever since Bacarians killed the majority of Fuser on the Grey River, we've been in bad shape. Lots of the survivors that were found have severe injuries or infections after weeks surviving off Serrano's jungles, but we recovered a handful of MechWarriors who are still fit for service after having their mechs blasted out from under them in the armored cavalry. If you don't mind taking on the extra personnel, I'll assign them over to you as you see fit. They're good MechWarriors, but I just don't have enough equipment to take them this fight. When you're ready, let's see what Marshal Davion, what made Marshal. Nice. So who are you? Damn, 47. We'll dismiss this guy for now then. Well, for now, we'll just dismiss this guy straight up. What do we got? Commander, I've reviewed your message from Marshal Davion. I understand the urgency of your mission, but to be completely honest, the Fusiliers are in no shape to help you out. Most of our unit died when the McCarran's armored cavalry ambushed us. We barely kept ourselves alive this past month by salvaging remains as we find them. We aren't in any shape to help you in a straight-up fight, let alone track down an enemy spy network on a hostile world. But not everything is hopeless. You see, we believe that there may be at least one other pocket of Fusiliers out there, the ones who are said to attack the Comstars HPG. We're hoping that they would respond to our SOS, but with this damn long-range submission jamming, it's next to impossible to get a signal out. I'm actually amazed that you were able to pick it up, because your dropship's communication gear is more powerful than your average mechs. That actually gives me an idea. I can give you the transporter codes our mechs and vehicles used in the field should be able to track down those responsible to HPG attack using the sensors on your Leopard. I don't know what got in their heads to be dumb enough to attack one of Comstar's HPGs, but if they're still alive, and we stand all a much better chance of surviving this if we all work together, safety numbers and all that. If you help us out here, I promise we'll do our best to support you in completing your missions. Wouldn't worry about those code books going anywhere with the HPG down, all communications grounded. They won't be able to get those codes off-world even if they wanted to. Fun. This is odd. Your scans are showing the Fusilier remnants that attacked the Comstars are still hiding amongst the ruins of the facility. I don't want to believe that they would do something as moronic as attack an HPG facility, but even if they did, we'll need to join forces to survive out here. Maybe with their help we can stand a chance against McCarran's armored cavalry. Alright. Alright, I've been waiting to use this Battlemaster for a while. I'm just gonna use it now. Yeah, you can use the Grasshopper, you use that, and you can use that. Alright.
Attention. Prepare for battle mech departure. Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
We're coming up on the ruins of the HPG relay station. I've marked the map with the last known location of the Fusiliers transponders being sent. After they all went rogue, be sure to be on your guard and watch your backs. McCarran's armored cavalry is still breathing down our necks, looking to finish us off for good. Let's go find our answers. I see them. Whoever they aren't with the Fusiliers. This is Captain Elena Damu of the 5th Certus Fusiliers. Who the hell are you, and why are you using our transponder signals?
We serve a purpose much higher than yours, my child. I regret you coming here. Now I'm afraid I cannot allow you to leave this place alive. Die, knowing your sacrifice will usher humanity into a new golden era.
Screw that and screw you! I don't have any plans on dying today, but I do plan on dismantling you imposters piece by piece until you tell me what I want to know.
Hmm.
critical. System offline.
Hmm.
Target acquired. Heat critical. Target acquired. Heat critical.
Oh, come on, get over here.
Target destroyed. New target Warhammer. Target acquired. Heat critical.
Come on, turn around. Let me hit you in the back. Technically, you're not out of weapons, though. You still have that fucking hand.
Heat critical.
There, now you're
Target
gone.
acquired. Target destroyed.
You don't even realize you are nothing more than a pawn in someone else's game.
And I'm sure that ominous word vomit spewing from your mouth is supposed to actually mean something.
Didn't you know? Your first friend sent you here to die.
Ha! Not the first time the Fusiliers have heard that one.
Target destroyed.
But it's
Target
true.
acquired.
Palmstampion wishes to see your Duke's prized Certus Fusiliers offered up to House Liao as a blood
Target
sacrifice.
destroyed.
Retaliation for Duke Michael Hassekdavian's treachery, selling Federation secrets directly to Maximilian Liao.
That's a fairly active imagination you have there. The Confederation's ambassador to New Certus kidnapped our Duke and took him to Xi'an, where Max Liao executed him in cold blood. Duke Hassekdavian was a patriot to the entire Federated Sons and died at the hands of a madman.
Duke Hassekdavian was a traitor to your nation who sought Avalon's throne for himself. He fled to Sion on his own free will. He was even willing to use you and your 5th Fusiliers to attack your own countrymen in the name of the Confederation.
Target destroyed.
What an interesting series of mental gymnastics you've laid out there. And how, might I ask, would you know all of this?
We have our ways, my child, but that is of no concern to you. Die, knowing that your sacrifice here will serve as the foundation for a better, more peaceful inner sphere.
We have our ways as well, of putting imposters like you into the ground. If you won't tell us the truth now, we'll just have to drag it out of you after we rip you out of your cockpits and make you pay for what you've done.
Target
We
destroyed.
have already
Target
been nothing but
acquired.
honest with you. In time, the rest of the inner sphere will see things as we do. It's a shame that you won't be around to
Heat
witness it.
critical. Incoming missile. New
Ah!
target charger.
God, it's an AC-20 burst fire charger, but of course.
Heat critical.
Come on, turn around. Ah!
Target acquired.
At least there was nothing special in that arm.
Heat critical. Target acquired.
You're out of weapons.
System offline.
Alright.
Heat critical.
Alright.
Target acquired.
Ah, crap, I forgot those are on the torsos.
Defensive pattern. Component lost.
Oh, I don't want to lose my ER PPC.
Target destroyed.
Oh my god, we're still not done here.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
I'm showing no more targets on
Okay.
looks like they're all down.
Good. Bring the support infantry out and take in as many prisoners as possible. Rip each and every one of them out of their mechs. I want answers, and we aren't going to get any if we don't bring these imposters in alive.
Quickly get the cutters. I want every single one of them dragged out of their cockpits and prepared for interrogation. Right. Ooh, some nice SRM6s. Oops. Stalker, huh? Interesting. Commander, sorry for my emotions getting the best of me there, but whoever that smug son of a bitch on the comms was, he definitely knew all the right buttons to press to piss me off. My moods greatly improved after I've been told we were able to pry him out of his mech alive. But we got lucky, and he fell unconscious during the battle. We weren't so lucky with his conspirators, though. Many of them killed themselves before we could even take him into custody. We got a handful of them, but not as many as I would like to have captured. Whoever they are, they definitely have top-grade intelligence training. Could be Makosa or Death Commandos, but honestly, there are some huge holes in that theory. If they wanted to trap a shooter and attack the HPD to frame House Davion in the eyes of Comstar. Well, the broad strokes make sense, other details don't. However, I once called for my canes to reinforce them. They have no forms of IDs, and they don't act like any Capellian I've seen. And most of all, they know things. The things that no Capellian intelligence officer would ever divulge to us. And if I'm honest, this whole thing gives me the creeps. Put the survivors under enhanced interrogation and came up with zero answers as to who they are or why they destroyed the HPG, but plenty of seemingly random bits of information regarding Horakarita, allow counter-offensive plans for raids against the new Avion NAIS camps, and other things that were clearly way too implausible to be true. Among the random bits of information we could divulge was the location of a Makasoa facilities on Sarna, and confirmed that they did receive priority message from Tigris months ago. They claim it's been buried in a sea of thousands of other reports flooding into their offices. Since the fall of Tikhonov, there must be your lost codebooks, Commander. If it's true, then Mechanoa do have it, but I don't yet know the value of content they possess. Though we didn't find any additional Fusilier survivors, a deal, Commander. I swear what I can to assist you in the raid. The identified Makasawa headquarters won't be much, but with this new intel, it should hopefully be enough for you to get the job done. Thanks to our imposter friends, we've tracked down the Makasawa facilities that administer the entirety of the Cernara commonality, even. I confirmed that the codebooks were delivered to at least one of the marked facilities. Destroy every target in the marked data points and get out of there or deploy commanders to verify that every other marked facilities are destroyed. There's a lot of reading here. And I guess we could bring out that Zeus. Damn. Alright, that works.
Right, Commander. We were able to learn the location of Sarna's Meskirovka headquarters and support facilities around the capital city of Sarna from our captured imposters. If your stolen codebooks were delivered anywhere, it would have been at any of the marked facilities for decoding. With the HPG system down, it's fairly safe to assume the codebooks would not have been able to make it off-planet even if they were decoded. So if you can destroy them here, it's unlikely Liao will be able to retrieve them again. We are deep in enemy territory here, so I can only support you with a small team of commandos. They will tail you and verify the destruction of the codebooks once you destroy the marked buildings. This is your mission, and I need to tend to the Fusiliers and plan our next move. So I'll leave the rest of this up to you and Rihanna. Best of luck.
And to you, Captain Damu. I've got nothing to add to that, Commander. So let's get the job done.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Boom! Dead.
Oh shit, this is timed again.
Reporting heavy damage.
Target destroyed.
Nice kill, Commander. That mech went crit, too.
New target. Spider. Target acquired.
Ah.
New target. Grasshopper.
That's an awesome out there.
Fedrat raiders just took out one of our facilities. Contact Colonel McCarran. We need assistance immediately. We cannot afford to lose our regional intelligence operations.
Looks like we've got their attention, Commander. Just keep at it.
Alright, apparently I can't hit helicopters with shit today. Oh, come on, really?
Kill confirmed.
Heavy damage. Component lost.
Kind of want to destroy these helicopters, at least for my allies. Oh, come on, really?
Target acquired.
There's our first target. Let's be quick about this, Commander.
First target. Or we destroyed all the other targets.
That's the last facility. The infantry will take it from here. We need to evacuate now, before McCarran's armored cavalry shows up in force. Make your way to the marked exfil site.
Target acquired.
I'm initiating protocol.
Target destroyed.
Evacuate all facilities. Destroy and burn all hard drives, non-protect and data caches before you
New
evacuate.
target locked down. Incoming missile.
Ashes for these avian dogs.
Great shot. Nailed that cockpit.
Target acquired. Incoming missile.
Oh shit, the awesome's down.
Incoming missile.
Oh, thank God. Holy shit. That's a lot of shitty loot. Oh wow, all three weapon systems are down. Oh, and the AC-20, that fucking sucks. Oh my God, more reading. Ugh. Ah. Oh man. Congratulations on completing your mission. My commanders reported that the second the Mekasoa saw the infantry investigating the destroyed sites, they initiated protocols to destroy everything rather than see Confederation secrets fall into our hands. We were able to capture a handful of random data drives for good measure, but I doubt there's anything of immediate value to us on them. Although your mission for Marshal Davion is now complete, I'm afraid you're still strapped on Sonara like the rest of us. Lao forces still maintain your superiority and will destroy your dropship if you attempt to leave the system, just as they destroyed all of ours. All hope is lost. We just captured a scouting patrol from the local militia and were able to tap into McCain's comm systems. Well, we know that they changed the transmission codes the second they realize one of their patrols is missing. We've learned that McCain is squarely focused on destroying remnants of Greater Cobras and Screaming Eagles, the Cyrus Fusers mercenary support battalions for the Sigma campaign. Sarna campaign, goddammit. Our cell lab have been causing the Big Mac nothing but problems for 3 months now. We've used your leopard sensors to pinpoint their position through their assigned shipper transporter codes, and we verify that they are still alive and moving. Although they are too far for us to make radio contact through all this electromagnetic jamming. That is the best news we've received since you all arrived to help us, Commander. You will need to make initial contact with them. At the moment, their reported location is too far away from all of us. Away from their the reported location is too far away from many of our fusiliers to make abandoning our wounded and prisoners. I will prep everyone for transport and begin slowly migrating our surviving personnel in their general direction. If your forces can fly ahead in your dropship, make initial contact with their forces to plan a rendezvous point for us. Mercenaries have been moving their forces repeatedly, trying to stay one step ahead of McCain's armored cavalry. Judging by their movement, it appears that they are migrating towards the ruins of the derelict warship located in the northern Gerals. This will be the most ideal spot for you to make contact with them. This might be the last time we see each other, Commander. Before you go, I want to say thanks for everything you've given the remaining fusiliers. Hope that we'll make it all out of this one way or another. The Cater Cobras and Screaming Eagles are taking shelter in a derelict warship from the early secession wars. Make contact with them and alert us to a proposed rendezvous location. We stand a much better chance of surviving scenario if we work together than going at it alone.
The ruins of the derelict warship are straight ahead, Commander. The Crater Cobras and the Screaming Eagles have taken refuge in its interior.
Ooh, king crab,
If we want to have
pog.
any chance of getting out of this mess alive, we're going to need their help. Let's hope they aren't in as dire straits as we are.
Holy shit. That looks fucking intense. Intense? Why is that the only word I came up with?
Amazing. I never thought I would ever see one of the ancient warships. These things used to be at the top of the food chain when it came to the supreme military power of the Star League. Massive spacecraft that acted as jump ships, armed to the teeth with naval weapons and assault dropships.
And were often used to rain death across entire systems with nuclear fire and chemical strikes. Untold billions died at the hands of these monsters. It's not surprising that they were the first things to be targeted and destroyed in the early succession wars.
Holy shit. And I thought Union class dropships were impressive.
If you find the acquisition, Just walk up to it in order to pick it up.
Those mechs, they're broadcasting Federated Suns IFF. You out there, identify yourselves.
We are an independent detachment of the 2nd Crucis Lancers on
Hello.
special assignment. We're here to help.
Rihanna Campbell? Is that you? I thought you were with that Merc outfit from the Galahad War Games. What are you doing broadcasting Davian military IFFs?
That's a long story for another time. For now, we're hoping to help each other out of this mess.
That's highly optimistic of you. We dug into this position to defend ourselves from an incoming
Hey, what's up,
advance from the
Crazy Ed? How you
Terran's
doing?
Armored cavalry. They've been probing our defenses for the past week after we repelled an all-out assault from them at Graves Hallow. If you want to help, join us, and let's push these bastards back.
I mean,
Keep us in good enough
that's
shape, and we might just live to see tomorrow.
that's why we're here.
Enemy scouts just crossed the outer perimeter. They're here. Well, okay then. Let's get to work. Rihanna, Commander, we'll appreciate the assist here. Keep our mercs in fighting shape. We won't be any good to you dead.
That's exactly why we're here. That is the only reason why that commander chick even sent us here in the first place, to help rescue you. Do you not understand that? It's alright, he doesn't know why we were sent here. Ooh, shit. Yeah, his mic doesn't have jump jets. Ow. That's some unnecessary leg damage, but oh well. Soldiers are rarely intelligent.
Locust.
Yeah, well, he also doesn't know exactly what's going on, so can't exactly blame him.
Reserve forces from the Karens appear to be crossing the perimeter. Things are going to heat up quickly here.
No kidding.
Good. We should
Considering
be
that I am in a
able to
laser
prove
boat.
We can keep our forces in the fight.
We'll do our best, Colonel.
Have to admit, fighting in this ruined warship is definitely pretty cool. A nice change of scenery from all of the other MechWarrior missions we play. Not in the mech facility. The fight for the mech facility last stream was also a lot of fun. I like these indoor play spaces. They're a nice change of pace and scenery.
New target. Raven.
Oop, sorry, Mr. Shadowhawk. Neither do I just like watching robots blow stuff off. You know what? Fair enough. You know what? I mean, hey, I enjoy making mechs blow up and other mechs. In all seriousness, though, this campaign has been a lot of fun so far. A couple of rough moments here and there, but I mean, I tend to get frustrated a little bit easier than your average streamer, I suppose. So I guess that's just part of me, and shit I need to work on and all that cliche crap. This music fucking slaps as
New
well.
target. Javelin. Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Now, pile up in the derelict warship. Come on now.
New target. Firestarter.
Whack.
New target. Spider.
Add one to my score.
Target acquired.
That's a wall. Whack. Firestarter regrets everything. He's getting the fuck out of here, dude. He landed in the middle of all our mechs, and he's like, ah, shit. And he's like, ah,
Target acquired.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Destroyed. Target destroyed.
That might mean as I take a couple minutes to grab that. We still haven't been able to kill that fucking helicopter, though. You got punched once and said, fuck this shit, I'm out. Yep. Don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Oh, that's an Orion. Also known as a poor man's Atlas. That Shadowhawk is gonna get himself killed. Ow.
Critical.
I just executed that Orion. Alright, whoever's shooting at me with that frickin' autocannon, I'm gonna have to politely ask you to not.
Commander, if we're gonna
Ooh.
survive this, we need every mech we can get. Do your best to protect my men.
Maybe your men need to do a better job at fighting.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Damn! Component failure!
Ah.
Watch your step! That mech is about to pop!
So who did we lose? Was it the Shadowhawk? It was probably the Shadowhawk, wasn't it? No, the Shadowhawk's still alive. Who the fuck did we lose? We lost the dragon. Alright. Got him.
Target destroyed.
Oh dear. What the hell?
Near target battlemaster.
Okay, that's a bit scary. Okay, that's... Tell your men that standing next to mechs that just go critical is bad for their health. Ah, god, fucking I'm scraping against the rusted metal. I'm gonna get mech tetanus now. Alright, can we not focus on the freaking helicopter going over there and focus on the swarm of mechs that, well, not swarm, but lance of mechs that are currently heading their way? Oh my god, I'm just gonna walk out here real quick just to freaking kill that goddamn fucking plane. Hey! Hey, you!
Target acquired.
Enemy mech approaching.
No. God damn it.
All units, hostile mechs inbound.
Where the hell is that little bastard? Where the...
Target acquired.
There, finally.
Target destroyed.
No, well, at least you only lost an
Near
arm.
target
The
central.
grasshopper can lose the arms. That's fine. All of its weapons are in its torso, so...
Target acquired. Incoming missile. Heat critical. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Come here and let me punch you.
The rear guard are moving in to engage.
God, these bastards just don't give up.
Crater
Brother!
stay strong. We've almost got him.
I'm just fucking punching this enemy battle master.
One more mech out to the fight.
Oh, there's another fucking goddamn helicopters. Wee bit of frame droppage there, probably because of the last enemies respawning in. I hear his little bumblebee sounding ass. I hear his little bumblebee sounding ass. This is the one map helicopters have a chance. They're not even doing a lot of damage to us. They're just being a massive thorn in the side. Hi there. Off.
Target acquired.
You two. Go away.
Target destroyed.
You three. Okay. Looks like one of my friendlies followed me out here and got the last one. I still hear one. I think it... Nope, there he is. Eh. Ah. There.
Target destroyed.
Finally. This is a pretty cool map. Yeah. This and the mech facility I stomped through last stream have been really cool.
New target vindicated.
This like hybrid outdoor-indoor play area. This is pretty fucking neat.
My forces are taking a beating, Commander. If we don't turn this around, I don't know how much help we'll be to you.
Clam your tits, man. I was dealing with the helicopters. Alright, who's the little shit with the... Yeah. Okay, I think they killed him. Oop, wrong button. Oh, it's always satisfying when I get the kill with a punch.
Destroyed. New target Marauder. Heat critical. Target destroyed.
No, there's still something left. I mean, yes, it's a helicopter. Did somebody get stuck in the terrain? Hello? Oh, there's a little bastard. He's trying to be an LRM boat.
Archer.
It's a fucking archer trying to be an LRM boat.
Affirmative.
But he couldn't shoot us because it's an indoor play space, the dumbass.
All remaining McCarran forces appear to be withdrawing. For now, our forces are in the clear.
You have our thanks, Commander, but without us being able to transmit off system, I'm very skeptical about our overall chances at survival. A very strong ECM field is preventing us from contacting anyone at the system's jump point. We have a long shot plan to try to get a message off-world. With your help, we might just be able to do it. Come by our command center and I'll share the details with you.
Good thing I don't have my streaming hotkeys to my function keys anymore, because I just accidentally slammed them with my wrist. They're all on my numpad now. I'm more so just looking for weapons right now. Commander, it's great to see you again. I only wish we were meeting under better circumstances. You have my thanks for keeping us in good shape to see tomorrow. While I can't spare much equipment, I do have a MechWarrior that's been disposed of their mech in the recent fighting. If you have a mech for them, they'll serve you well. I'll send them over to your dropship. Let's catch up over a drink in my tent. I'm curious about why the hell you're even on this rock in the first place. Who we got? Another rank 47. Nice. I don't even think I've used you yet, so bye-bye. More fucking reading. Oh dear. That sure was some story you got there, Commander. Well, I'm glad to hear that Captain Damu was able to rally a number of survivors from the Fusiliers ranks. If you won't find much sympathy for their plight among my men after what Hearthstone pulled. You see, things went sideways for us when the second we arrived at the system. After they heard Maximilian Lau killed their beloved Duke, General Hearthstone ordered the 5th Series Fusers to charge ahead of our invasion on a high-G burn that jumped to the gun on the agreed invasion schedule. They beat us to the planet's surface by 2 days, hoping to satisfy their lust for vengeance. All they did was walk face-first into a trap that doomed them all. I can still hear the screams they broadcast to us in vain. I hope that we would save them while we were still over a day away from reaching the planet. Screaming Eagles and I decided that, despite the incompetence of Hearthstone and the Fusers, we could not deviate from our contracted invasion plan. If we packed it up and left for home, we might have lived, but we would never be able to find MRB back to work again. We came to the joint decision that we would drop in system and fight out the McCain's armored cavalry on a projected guerrilla war and attempt to get a message off system requesting reinforcements from the armed forces of the Federated Suns. Little did we know that Capelians had some kind of jamming field that disrupts long-range communications planet-wide. Those Spashers kept their jams off so we could listen to the Fusers plead for their lives on approach in. Only to flip the switch and jammer comes the second we hit atmosphere. They were trying to figure out a way to get the message to the jump point ever since. And we spent months scouting the facilities that Capelians used to disrupt long-range communications on the planet, but with our numbers, we've always determined that assaulting one would be too high risk. With you here, we might be able to pull it off. We know the Capelians were gunning for us, so if we put the Big Mac's attention away from a number of the regional jamming rays, should be able to thin their defenses enough where you can perform a targeted strike and bring those jammers down. It'll be like Galad will draw them away. You see that the mission gets done. I'll be straight with you, Commander. This mission is critical to us being able to get a message out to the system. I don't know how much longer any of us can last down here, but if you give us a month or so, we can plan for an assault on those jamming facilities. So take your time to prepare your forces and be ready for anything we may need to deploy consecutive missions depending on how McCain's reacts to their jammers we destroyed. So make sure you complete as many repairs and refits as possible before we execute this mission. Godspeed, my friend. We'll see you on the other side. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Anything on the market we want? Because these are all perfectly functional mechs. If that had an auto cannon in it, I may actually have taken it. Alrighty. Do have another rank 45 pilot we can toss in there. Alright, I'll be in my Battlemaster. You'll be in the Vindicator. Austin's still not ready yet. You can, I guess, be in the Zeus. And you in the Grasshopper. Yeah, I'll probably put you in the Grasshopper because you have 10 laser skill. And then you in the Zeus. Just try not to get that freaking AC-20 burst fire destroyed, ain't?
The Crater Cobras have provided us with the location of a series of powerful
Oh,
ECM
son of a
arrays that have
bitch.
been disrupting long-range comms across the entire solar system. If we destroy enough arrays within the region, we should be able to pierce the localized disruption field and get a message out to the system's jump point. We need to destroy these ECM arrays in order to have any hope of getting a message off-world. If we don't succeed, well, we'll all most likely die here, Commander.
Oh, lovely. No pressure at all for the likes of us, eh?
I know it's hard to hear, but it's the simple truth. While we've had our successes, McCarran's armored cavalry still has 4 full regiments of troops on Sarna. It's a simple numbers game. The reality is, we don't have enough forces to come out ahead. Even with the Crater Cobras and Screaming Eagles, we need reinforcements. And with the system's HPG down, the only way that we can ever hope of getting them is if we get a message back to Davion Command through a ferried message by jump ship. Bringing down these ECM arrays is our only chance at doing that. I'm not exaggerating when I say that this time, all our lives are depending on this. So good luck, Commander.
New target, Commando.
Like Fahad said, no pressure or anything.
Target destroyed.
I'm just gonna step on this before it turns on us.
Add 1 more to my kill count.
Last thing we freaking need is, Oh, that wasn't the ECM tower. I thought there was an ECM tower. Fuck. Good message.
That was a transmission on the AFFC's command line. The first one since we've arrived at Sonar. I can't make out anything in it, but destroying the other ECM towers might allow us to hear the broadcast. Keep it up, Commander.
Ah, yes, my favorite transmission on the radio station. Love that channel, man. Love that channel. Love that. Gonna get this one in the back first.
New target, dragon.
Careful around these parts. There be dragons.
Incoming missile.
Our troops have broken through the mercenary lines. We'll be in position to encircle them in a matter of hours.
Damn it! Commander, the ECM disruption is weakening. But McCarran is encircling our forces while you're attacking the ECM installations. We don't have the numbers to fight through them. We need those towers destroyed so we can find a gap in their lines. We fought too long and too hard for this to be our end.
Target acquired. Heat critical. Target destroyed. Incoming missile. Heat critical. System offline.
Fuck.
Target sent to hell.
Critical. Target acquired.
Target down.
New target assassin. Incoming missile.
Ripped the heart out of that mech.
Oh god, there's one all the way over there too.
Wappy on him. The Federated Sons. We break Sarna's ethno.
The message is getting clearer, but we still can't make out any discernible information. We need to destroy those remaining...
By the sounds of it, the Federated Sons have broken through the area.
Our tactical projections are not good. The only way we can break through McCarran's forces is if we abandon our wounded. That is not something I'm willing to do. We're preparing to make our last stand. Finish the mission, Commander. Then get as far away from us as possible. Regroup with Captain Damu. Get a message back to Davian Command. Survive.
Colonel Westrake, I'm sorry we couldn't do more.
It's okay. It's the part of the job that all of us mercenaries must accept at some point. Today, it's just my time.
Target destroyed. Heat critical. Target acquired. Target destroyed. Heat critical. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Pow! One down!
Oh shit, that's a K2.
Heat critical.
That's actually a somewhat scary catapult there. It's not just a Lerm we can close the distance on. It's not just a Lerm. It's not just a Lerm catapult. Ow. At least that's my non-important arm.
Target destroyed. System offline.
Second, I thought that was water. That is not water.
New target Blackjack.
Oh no. My torso twisted in the wrong direction.
Another direct hit. Detecting heavy damage.
Excellent, boss. It's starting to glow.
God dang it. How did I miss?
Target acquired. New target California.
Wilco, focusing fire.
Oh god, I'm about to get cored. Ah, god damn it.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
And after I destroy these two ECM towers, I'm gonna have to switch. Because if I get cored, it won't let me switch before, as I'm getting cored. I have to switch before the mech dies. Oh, and of course that counted for damage. Alright. This should be alright.
Target destroyed.
Requesting support.
Moving into formation, Commander.
You are the commander. Actually, yeah, I'll swap over to you. I just don't want to lose that side torso on the Victor. Me and my Chad Grasshopper stride will complete the mission. Yeah, of course that counted as damage. There's so many like explosive things in this frickin' plot tile. I don't like it.
New target Blackjack.
Let's get that thing.
Let's get that thing. Damn, right in the face. God damn it. Oops.
How'd you? Wow, awesome shot.
Ow.
Missile. Target acquired.
Oops.
Copy. Engage commanded target.
Jump jet fuel low. Heat
Dang it.
critical.
Dang it. That's not what I wanted to do. I forgot everything's on the torso on this thing. Even though I said it a million times before.
Target acquired. Heat critical.
This is Arden Sortek of the Davion Heavy Guards, calling all surviving forces of the Federated Suns. We have reached Sarna's atmosphere and are available to reinforce on your position. Is anyone out there? Please respond. Again, this is Arden Sortek. Colonel Sortek, this is Colonel Richard Westrick with the Crater Cobras. My God, is it good to hear your voice. The Crater Cobras and the Screaming Eagles are pinned down 50 clicks east of the city of Catatonia along the coast. We estimate that the Big Mac will have us completely surrounded in 3 hours. Transmitting exact coordinates now. Coordinates received. We're preparing an orbital mech drop to reinforce your position. Hold fast, Colonel. Help is here.
This is Captain Alana Damu with the survivors of the 5th Certus Fusiliers. We don't have much left, but we are moving to assist. ETA, 2 hours.
Looks like our salvation is here, Commander. I've marked a new exfil site on your map. Let's get out of here and join the others. Reforming on you, Commander.
Nobody's talking about the last resort, I see. Ugh. Don't get no credit here. I can't get the K2. That's a shame. Oops. Oh my god, we're still not done this chain. Commander, Captain Damu are about to engage in the fight for our lives. Aliens must know that if they can't wipe us out before the heavy guards touch down on Sarah, it's over for them. Their only hope at maintaining control of the planet will be to utterly destroy our forces so that when Colonel Sarek touches down, they'll have the numbers to fight him back. We've all gone through so much in this just to lose everything in the end. We need to muster whatever strength we have left and hold the line until Colonel Stark relieves us. Gather your best mechs, equipment, and mech warriors, and meet my Cater Kurobas at the following coordinates. Prepare to give the big mechs everything you got. We did not go through 6 months of hell just to die on one day that the reinforcements arrive. Only thing left to do is hold the line. We do that, and we live to see tomorrow. Alright, let's see what we have to work with, though. Now, crap, we have nothing to work with. Not even the awesome, not a single assault mech.
This is it, everyone. Colonel Sortek is on the verge of making planetfall, and is en route to our position. McCarran's knows that if we successfully relink with the Davian heavy guards, they're done for. So, they're gonna throw everything they have at us trying to put us in the ground before Colonel Sortek's reinforcements arrive. We've spent the past 6 months in hell, cowering and sulking in the shadow of those bastards, trying to survive against unprecedented circumstances. No dropship support, no air support, no way of communicating with the jump point. Hell, we even made it by with no HPG, completely blind to the rest of the inner sphere. We made it through all of that. But today, finally, we can stand tall against these Capellan bastards. Today is a day of retribution. Today we are finally taking the fight to them.
Fusiliers, I'm not one for speeches as eloquent as our mercenary friends. We have been struggling to survive since the Grey River ran red with the blood of our fallen brothers and sisters. Just remember, they're still here. They're watching over us. And today, God willing, we will avenge their deaths. For New Certus! For House Hasek!
We have contacts. Dead ahead. All forces fire at will. Stay in cover and support one another. Don't let them spill one more ounce of Cobra's blood today.
Commander, Colonel Westrick is right about one thing. The McCarran's forces will be relentless. There's no telling when the Davion heavy guards will make it to the field. So we need to support one another if we're going to make it out of this alive. Tread carefully, Commander.
Oh boy. So we have a Jägermech and a Hunchback. And then, well, our allies have that. And then us ourselves, we got the Quick Draw, the Archer, the Cataphract, and then our own Hunchback.
New target, Vindicator.
Hunch.
One more mech after the fight.
Yeah.
McCarran and his cronies have taken 6 months and hundreds of our brothers and sisters' lives with them. Fusiliers, make them pay!
Ah, shit.
We're on your target, Commander.
Ouch. God. Both of my arms are already yellow.
Almost like you planned that shot. Nice.
I just punched his cockpit in half. Nice. Holy crap.
Mech spotted. It's a big one.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
That guy took a fucking swing at me.
Target acquired.
Damn! Component failure.
Target destroyed.
Alright, crazy eye. Thanks for dropping by. Crap, just lost both my arms. Time to switch.
New target blackjack.
Forces of the Federated Suns. My Davion heavy guards have just touched down. Our rushed mech drops scatter us across a wide area. We are reforming our lances and about to move on your position now. ETA 2 minutes. Hold out just a little longer.
Heat critical. Target destroyed. Heat critical. System offline.
Damn it, I thought I had enough. Ah!
Incoming missile.
Add one to my score.
New target cataphract. Target acquired.
God, every time I take a shot, everybody turns on me. Crap. Yeah, and of course I keep stepping on explosives.
Forces of the Federated Suns, the Davion Heavy Guards are here to assist. It's time to take the fight to McCarran's armored cavalry.
That's our cue, Commander.
Ow.
Last push, and then it's over. Let's finish this.
Target acquired.
Jesus Christ. Ah, I keep on stepping on explosive crap. Can you guys come over here and help already?
Something big just fell off me.
Target acquired.
Oh, and it's a fucking stalker too. Can't just be a charger again.
Boss wants us on that target.
Target acquired.
Being ripped apart. Need help.
Target destroyed.
Cavalry forces, this is Colonel Archibald McCarran. The Davion Heavy Guards have made planetfall and have taken the field right in the rear of our column. This is a fight we can no longer win. All forces, break off your engagements and escape to your dropships. Sarna is lost. There's no need for any of you to go
Target
down with it.
acquired.
Forces of the Federated Suns, give them no quarter. For months these wolves have hunted you like prey lost in the woods. But now, you have a chance to defang McCarran's armored cavalry, once and for all.
For the fallen! For the 5th Certus Fusiliers!
Target destroyed.
Did I just hear that right? McCarran's forces are withdrawing. Is there really a need to run them down?
We're still at war, Fahad. The Federated Sons will want to ensure that an elite unit such as McCarran's is crippled as much as possible to put all of House Liao in a position of vulnerability in the future. I also imagine compassion and reason are the last things on the minds of everyone that went through the last 6 months of hell at the hands of the armored cavalry. For better or worse, we still have our orders. Let's help clear the field and see this battle through.
To all forces of the Federated Suns, we have cleared the field. Sarna is ours.
Commander, I just want to say thank you. If you hadn't come to help us all those months ago, I have no doubt in my mind that we would have died like the rest of our brothers and sisters in the 5th. We'll never forget what you did for us.
Likewise, Captain. Without you, we would never have been able to complete our mission for the Kestrel Lancers. Now let's all fall back in with the Heavy Guards and finally get some R&R. It's been one hell of a campaign.
Oh boy, that was one hell of a fight right there. God, my poor quick draw. Oh no. Oh, it's charred to a fine crisp indeed. Commander, I've just received a report from Adin Storik. I can't tell you how glad I am to hear that you made it through the Sarah campaign. I heard of the armored cavalry ambush at the HPG being destroyed. I feared that I may have condemned you all to death. You had all of the Castellancers worried for you. Well, I'm sorry I cannot be there on Sarah to debrief you in person. There's so much for me to do on Tigris. Please accept this canned message as your formal debriefing. By the time Comstar is able to deliver this message to you, our offensive, which the newsfeeds have taken calling the Fourth Succession War, will be over. As I speak, Comstar is negotiating the end to all hostilities between the five great houses, and when it all is said and done, the Capellian Federation will have to capitulate all that it has lost over half of its former territory, most of it to be claimed by House Davion for right of conquest, but some by two former Capellian commodities declaring independence from the Confederation. The first is to break away was the Tikhonov commonality. They were holding out hope that the Federation would come to their aid, but after being cut off from their direct logical route to Stan, they've eventually declared independence to spare their citizens from further Davion invasions. You won't believe who leads them, our old friend Pavel Rezdik, after he managed to escape our forces and fled Tikhonov, strategic defender director Rezdik retreated to Elgin, where he took control of the region, declaring himself supreme lord of the Tikhonov Free Republic. His reign didn't last long, and an assassin killed him back in June. The other breakaway factions is the St. Ives commonality. Former heir to the Federation, Candace Lau, has abandoned her father to declare her province independent from the Confederation. Can't imagine how Maximilian Lau has taken that one. And so that's where the St. Ives Compact comes from. Comstar is negotiating to formally recognize these independent provinces as new nations once their leaders can charter the new laws of their provincial governments. Be sure to be on the lookout for those once all the dust settles later this year. The next item we'll discuss is the destruction of Sarah's HPG. After the Fusiliers destroyed the HPG, Comstar was furious with the Federated Suns, claiming us ultimately responsible for its destruction, put the entirety of the Federated Suns under indirection, cutting off their interstellar communications and commerce between the hundreds of Federation worlds. A report about imposter furries captured by Captain Dimru couldn't have come at a worse time. But we had known this a month ago, we would have been able to mount a defense against Comstar's accusations. The first Prince Davion has already agreed to allow Comstar to station their own mech security forces at every HPG in the Federation to ensure that the Blade never happens again. It's much too late to defend our role in the Sarah HPG attack now, even if we now know that we were not responsible for its destruction. The interdirection, along with the war effort, has sent the Federated Sons Comedy into a tailspin. Had they maintained their interdirection, Comstar would have very much bankrupted the entire Federation, which brings me to the most uncomfortable part of this debrief. Commander, the Federated Sons can no longer financially support the remainder of our contract with your unit, and to inform you that we are invoking our cancellation clause and releasing you from the remaining 4 months of your contract. You'll be compensated for this with your agreed upon MRB release bonus. I'm sorry our time together had to end like this, Commander, but it's completely out of my hands. The Crucis Lancers wouldn't be escaping these budget cutbacks either. While for the time being my command will still exist on paper, but for the most part, most of the personnel on the 2nd Crucis Lancers have been contracted to the 3rd Circus under Marshal Prepper Penderosa's command and will continue to garrison Tigris. I currently exist to ensure that the Castellancers continue to be a paper tiger to ensure our enemies while the Federation economy recovers from the war. I won't let this deter me. I forced the Castellancers from nothing once and I can do it again. Although you won't be around to help me this time, Commander, I'll never forget the contributions you and your team made to keep the legend of the Castellancers alive. We'll be back and stronger than ever, you'll see. Goodbye, my friend, until we meet again. Oh, damn, a bunch of tier 5 weapons. Nice. That's it? That's it, we're done. We still have a bunch of perfectly good mechs here as well we can take. And we have 30 million C-bills to our name. What a freaking trip, man. That was a lot of fun, though. I definitely enjoyed it. we have a lot of repairing to do, but I don't know how long I'll be playing this run for, this save for, because I've been keeping an eye on yet another Mech Lab's progress on being fully updated to support Melee. It's working with the new update, but Melee doesn't work, and I really want to be able to keep my punchy mech, my rock sock'em robot, so I'm waiting till Melee becomes compatible with yet another Mech Lab, then I'll be jumping into that, and then I'll probably be starting a new career mode. Will I play through this campaign again? Well, it's definitely a lot more fun than the vanilla campaign, I can definitely say that, so maybe I will, but yeah, my final thoughts about the entire DLC in general. Like I said earlier in the stream, I really enjoyed this campaign. And I did get frustrated once or twice, but, you know, that's, I kind of do tend to get frustrated pretty easily than your average streamer, like I said, so it's just something I'm working on myself and all that cliche bullshit. But other than that, other than my personal problems aside, this was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. It's, like I said, a lot more enjoyable than the vanilla campaign. And it makes a lot more sense too. Because I swear to God, if any ransacked mercenary company would go up against Comstar, they'd just get ground to dust. Considering that Comstar owns half of the shit in this fucking universe. If not all of it. Comstar is kind of like the nanite systems of the Battletech universe, if I'm comparing it to PlanetSide 2, where nanite systems owns a lot of the rebirthing technology, the sanctuary satellites, you know, the nanite constructions, a lot of the vehicles and all that stuff. And if any of the three major factions in PlanetSide 2 would piss off nanite systems, they'd probably be out of warp gate access, out of nanite access, out of NSO access, all that stuff. So, if somebody were to piss off Comstar, I mean, just saw at the end briefing there, you know, Federated Suns almost got bankrupt. There was that whole spiel with House Marak not being able to access anything for a good few years, all that stuff. So yeah, the fact that we were able to get away with that in the main campaign is kind of sketchy. But other than that, really enjoy it. If I were to give it a rating, it'd probably be 9 out of 10. The only reason why I dock a point is because the quote-unquote new mission types are kind of disappointing. You know, the only thing it adds, it increases enemy and ally intensity and adds a hell of a lot of artillery on the vanilla missions. And that's kinda not fun. The artillery adds a massive thorn in the side and not actually any enjoyment, any entertainment in the missions. You know? And the fact that the artillery can bomb you and damage your mechs before you even walk out of the dropship is kinda bullshit. But that's just my opinion. And that's why I personally dock a mark from the rating. But still, it was a lot of fun. I may play this save once or twice more in the future. But now that I've actually completed the campaign, once yet another Mech Lab is fully updated for the new DLC, I'll probably be jumping on that and going back there. Because I really like the Mech Lab from MechWarrior Online, but I like the gameplay of MechWarrior 5 a lot better, so if I can bring the Mech Lab to MechWarrior 5, then obviously it's a good time. But, yeah. I like how it's only -4 over there. And of course I'm a hero to Davion. Surprised I don't have anything with Steiner. Ah, man. That was a long and hard fight. Where is Deaconom anyway? Ah, there it is. Crappy AMS, crappy AC2s, crappy AC10. Oops. A lot of crappy medium lasers. Taking off Free Republic interior. Declares independence. Just come for the anger and misunderstanding that causes war to be set aside so we can construct a true and lasting peace between from the ruins. Joint statement from Archcarrier Steiner and the First Prince hand stabbing on in early January proved fruitful. 5 weeks later, peace talks meditated by Comstar has resulted in a Comstar Peace Pact of 3030. It was signed today by the leaders of the Cronus Combine, Federated Suns, Free Worlds League, and the Lyran Commonwealth. Notably absent is the signature of Lady Romeo Lau, who currently serves the absence of her heir, Father Maximilian Lau, Chancellor of the Capellian Federation. Evidence, however, is likely to prove inconsequential, given that all other signatures have already agreed that the war is over. There it is. Fourth Succession War is officially done. Oops. international communications blackout of Federated Suns ruled by Comstar over the attack of HPG facility on Sierra was lifted almost 4 months ago. Only now, though, we're seeing that the terms of that agreement mean, with Comstar placing their own military forces on all hyperpulse generators in the Federated Suns here on Prath and so close to Terra, members of the Com Guards and their mechs already have arrived and been seen on duty. It's reported even managed to have a conversation with one of them. Thomas Freeburg seems rather unlike the reclusive and mystical stereotypes so many think of. Friendly and charming as we talked, me on the ground and he from his open hatch of his battle mech. Thomas and I got along well as we spoke about his posting, my coverage of it, of various topics like him missing his newborn daughter and the local sports teams. As our conversation wound down, I commented what an unusual sight his crab battle mech was, created just before the Star League fell, and none produced since. Crabs are a rare sight, especially in such good condition. Thomas mentioned that both his father and grandmother has served in it, and he wondered if he too would one day pass it along to his young daughter. After weeks, before secession war over, many wards are seeing those who left to serve return. Every unit involved in the conflict reporting declines as those whose term ended during the war are not able to leave. Even MechWarriors who served with this, we know. I think that's as good as time as any to call it here for MechWarrior 5. Probably going to jump back into some more RimWorld, I assume. Ayana, Happy New Year, really? $30.28 looks like to be a big year for the company. Remember that Aaron Storlick said that he is eyeing us for a potential long-term contract with the Federated Suns. Long-term employment contracts with the Great Houses are often most lucrative contracts the mercenary could serve. Great Houses demand a lot from their sponsored mercenaries. They need to be ready by the time they come to us. Although Colonel Storlick did not provide us with any specific timetable for when the offer will come through. My best experience of these offers tend to be toward the tail end of the first quarter of the year, so we should have about 3 months left to prepare our forces for anything. Colonel Starlock mentioned that he wanted to see 10 operational battle mechs, pilots to field 2 lances. Do our best to ensure that we've trained the talent and built up a solid enough force to meet those expectations. Due to regulations with the MRB, these offers should always allow us to review potential 6 months. Okay, so Hmm. Huh. Maybe we're not done yet. I have no idea. But yeah, gonna call it. Whoop! Not here for the whole stream, but here for MechWarrior 5, and then we'll play some more RimWorld when I get back, and all that fun stuff. So yeah. So yeah, I'll let the game launch and then I'll be right back.